All right, we're gonna try this again. I did a really weird take earlier and fucking. So word of the day, I don't really have a word of the day. I have more of a feeling of the day, which is I feel sad, a little. I feel exhausted a lot. Um, Mentally, my head hasn't been above water, and I think every time I make these words of the days, I've just been complaining like a lot. Um, but there is something I do want to touch on. Yeah, I didn't realize this, but it's I think it's what was it? Suicide Prevention Month, mental health. It's one of them. Either mental. It, it's it's it, it's a very critical month, and I think the reason why it starts in September. Well, one, I think if I'm speaking out of ignorance, y'all forgive me. I don't know what why they identified these months. You got men's mental health and women's mental health, and then denim days, and then just I don't know like the origin of all these months. But I'm gonna tell you something. Uh, this was 2024. I believe it was 2018 or 19. But we had this one lieutenant colonel who put out a statistic um, from the months of September all the way to February. And I remember as he was explaining this to us, it made so much sense. But mental health, anxiety, depression, like all that for everybody is always at a all-time high because in the upcoming months, what do you have? Back-to-back celebrations. You got Halloween. Well, no, first you got the start. What was it? Fall into the winter? Yeah, fall into the winter. So season change. Then you have what was it? You have Halloween. Then you have Thanksgiving. Then you have Christmas. Then you have New Year's. Then you have Valentine's Day and anniversaries and shit like that, right? He was like there like and apparently this is like numbers wise, most people between the months of September to February go into a huge amount of debt. Reason being is because again they're celebrating and spending an unnecessary amount of money between these months. And he says, so what happens, when money goes up? Well, stress goes up. You got to meet certain expectations. You have to, you feel the need to buy not only your love, your significant other, your girlfriend, kids, whatever, but you feel, gifting. And he said, think about it. You got Thanksgiving, certain amount of money is spent on, food and preparation, and you have Christmas, decorations, gifting, then you have New Year's, again, decorations and gifting, then you have Valentine's Day, season of love. So as he was explaining this, it made sense to me. But bringing it back to the months, he was like, from September to February, you're putting yourself in this unnecessary amount of debt, and you're using the months of March back into September to this is just one of many contributing factors. There's a lot of fucked up shit going on in this world. So let's call mental health deals. It could be abusive situations. It could be poverty. It could be a lot of stuff. But as far as the aspect of money, to me, that made a whole lot of sense. You know, I know one of the main causes of stress is not having money. So I just want y'all to keep that in mind as this whatever month it is starts. We don't owe anybody anything, and we're not obligated or anything. We just, I'm really talking to myself, but I'm talking to y'all as well. But I do hope that your mental with the season change is good. I hope you're surrounded by people who mellow you out. One of the things I'm starting to learn is your surroundings and the people you are around can play a really big role in your psyche. You know, if you're around a lot of things that really ain't no good for you, you know, you have to remove yourself from that. Because again, believe it or not, being around that person or around that environment could probably be very detrimental to your mental health, you know. I know in a lot of cases you have to have a lot of mental resiliency for a lot of things, but sometimes, you know, I get it. You know, man or woman, you know, everybody is going through something. And then too, I get it, y'all. Especially for those who don't want to reach out or talk to nobody. But we I was hearing a story earlier on today, and I was thinking about the energy that person probably carried from this interaction. But to make a long story short, this person had a bad interaction with their family. Like, it was a screaming contest, it was a cussing contest, almost got physical, things were thrown. And I feel like what a lot of people don't realize, when they have a confidant and they go to somebody, like, yo, that energy transfers, especially if that person cares for you. Now you're and I think that also plays into someone's psyche, their behavioral and mental health, you know. A lot of people, they're a lot more empathetic and empaths. What was that? Empaths than they give themselves credit for. I know me, like, I'm the type, if you come to me with an issue, I'm gonna want to help you fix that issue, regardless of how light or extreme that issue is. If it's a light fix, I want to contribute with that fix. If it's an extreme fix, depending on the circumstances, I'm definitely going to want to help you with that. But it's just like, I think I'm not going to say we. I can only speak for me, but I take on a lot of energy unintentionally, to an extent. I take on a lot of things that really ain't meant for me. But for some odd reason, though, too, I will say this: it comes my way, if that makes sense. I don't know why. I was never really taught how to not leave myself open. I feel like maybe if I was taught that as a youngin, I wouldn't be trying to figure it out as an adult. But regardless, this is a very critical time. Again, it's a season change. My prayer for you, not just my audience, but anybody, is at the end of the day, peace. You know, not just speaking about me, but other people. But I know, like, the days, man, they're long. You just want to lay in that bed. You don't even want to get up and do nothing. You have to have the resiliency, you know, to tell yourself to get up. I was talking to somebody in the gym, and he was even telling me, he said, bro, he didn't get out of the bed until 1 o'clock. Most of your day is gone after 11, man. 10. And I don't know what happened along the lines. Like, I'm reverting back to that right now, believe it or not, y'all. I'll tell y'all a little story about me real quick. But before I joined the military, I was living with my grandparents. To make a long story not short but short, it was bad between my folks, and my grandparents had to pretty much step up and be the mediator. Like, they were like, hey, he's joining the military, he can stay with us, he's not out on the streets, he's not sleeping in his car, regardless of what y'all got going on, he has a place to stay, and he'll stay there until he's shipped off into the military. I will forever be indebted and love my grandparents for that. But anyway, a lot of things that I did, the military gave me structure. Well, basic and AIT did. But anyway, the military gave me structure. You know, before I joined, when I was staying with my grandparents, I wasn't out on the streets or anything. And boy, it was me. I was a problem. But I had a job, and it was just, I could barely afford the payment for my car insurance, let alone gas. Back then when we had straight talk, like the 45-minute, I was down bad. Boy, I was down bad. But I made sure, my grandparents made sure I had at least something to eat, you know, and I had a place to stay. I could come in. They didn't give me a curfew, but I was good. I was experiencing a life, like a lot of things I didn't like. Definitely couldn't have been no gangbang. I'm too soft for that shit. But like, I wasn't around drugs, but I chose not to be. And now that I think about it, there was this rec center. I learned that I like working out, even as it was. I'm not as good as I was at it like right now, but me thinking about it, like I even went to the gym. Not really. It was a rec center, but it had weights in there, but I went. And believe it or not, and this was before I was heavy into taking pre-workout, it was, you know, couldn't do push-ups for shit. But anyway, I joined the military, and in some form or fashion, it brought structure to my life, to me always being in the chaos. But again, there were certain things, bringing it full circle to the original topic, the military in itself is chaotic, but it wasn't as chaotic as what I went through coming up. Now somewhere along the line, like going down the road, shit kind of got, not kind of, it did, because I wouldn't be med boarding if it didn't, but shit got really out of control for me up here, you know. But as I'm transitioning out, I'm reverting back, I wouldn't even say like to a childlike state, but to my teenage years. Like, I'm really getting to the point to where I kind of just want to separate myself from people. And that's going to be hard, because there's stories and interviews I still want to do. There's still people I want to talk to. There's still people I want to ask them the reason why. Like, why do you come to the gym? Why do you? And we all know the answer. Depending on, man, look, this life can be depressing as fuck. And friend and family value. But then again, too, I'm learning now as an adult. But I'm learning now as an adult, not everybody has at least the same heart as you do. Not everybody, and there's, I kind of learned through the military, but there's no honor amongst thieves. But like, in the beginning, to an extent, but in the beginning, I did good for people because I was hoping that they would do good by me if it ever came to it. Well, I learned that people aren't going to do that. Then I did it because I had to learn later on I was trying to fix myself. I've always wanted somebody to come and save me from a really, really fucked up ass situation, because as best I can, I'm gonna come save you from yours. And I'm still learning that that's not the case. And it's kind of like, I want it to be nothing but good. I was so worried about my character being viewed as a bad person. Like, I developed my own code based off honor, chivalry, you know, kindness, whatever. But this is just my take on it. And if this is negative energy, what I'm about to say for the next couple of minutes, please click off, because I don't want to promote that to anybody. But unfortunately, y'all, that doesn't work. That it just doesn't. You everything is a game, you know? And I'm the type, with where my psyche and mental is, I don't want to play. I just want to be left alone. I want to continue to do what I like, but you got people who have a problem with you just doing what you like, not having the ability to do what you like, being capable. Somebody will legit have a problem with that. And it's like, I'm already non-existent anyway. Like, why do you have a problem with me not even just being me, but just it's y'all, we sick. We are sick. And again, I know this is bad energy, but I also feel like it's the truth. There was and people, I don't give a fuck. People get on their high horse all the time and talk about righteousness, but it's like, you don't live in the realm that I live in, and 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't even react to how you telling me to react to certain shit. But that's another topic. But it's just, I think the word of the day is, the word of the day is sad. And at the end of the day, I'm sad because I think overall in my life, especially with where my mental is, I never really had malicious intent or bad intent in general. I think since I was a kid, I think. But the word of the day is sad, y'all. But other than that, still got content to put out. I still got voices, regardless if it needs to be heard or not. I want to still put good energy out there. My own energy may be bad, but I feel like I'm surrounded by good influences, and I want to put their energy out. Watch these interviews, please. Watch these stories. Whether it's my shorts or the full interviews, please support them. You know, I'm a firm believer there is a level of triumph in each person I've talked to. And I hope with what I'm doing or trying to do for my community, I hope to find my triumph. That's what I hope to find. I may never get that. But that is something I truly want. Along with, well, there's a lot of things I want. I want to be at peace and happy, but at what cost? What comes with peace and happiness? What do you got to sacrifice? I don't know. And if I don't know, and then maybe I might not be willing to sacrifice that. I, honest to God, do not know. Oh wow, you can actually feel the sun setting. Sun was up, and then within 20 minutes it goes down. Attention span of a squirrel, y'all forgive me. But yeah, word of the day is sad. And I know there was really no point to this. Like, I come on here and I ramble. Even as I post this, I'm gonna go live after I get done making this video and just say, hey everybody, good, I hope you guys are good, or whatever. Regardless if it's one person watching or 300 or whatever, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret that most of y'all probably already know. But this positive shit that I'm trying to promote, that's not me in real life. I'm not gonna let you guys see it, but a lot of people come on here and they put on a persona and a mask. Well, my mask is good energy and positivity. But in real life, that's not me. People come on here and they be fake all the time. Well, this me being fake, y'all. I'm not, you know. I think most of you who know me and who have been following my channel for a while, y'all know this. But to the new people, that's my mask that I wear. You only know, as a content creator, you only know what we show you. And I'm going to do my best to show you nothing but good shit. But just know I'm really not good. I'm sad, I'm bitter, and I am angry. And I'm even getting angrier at people telling me to let that go. No, fuck you. That's not it, and you know it's not it. It's all internal. Well, practice what you preach first, please. Because again, some people are just really, really good at talking. But that's it. Anyway, this is the truth. I love you. You are loved. You inspire me. You motivate me. Don't quit. Keep going. And I will see y'all soon as far as the word of the days. On a really, really positive note, a friend of mine got her rating back, and it made me feel good and gave me some hope that I'll get just maybe not exactly what she got, but in that area. But she's going to be fine for the rest of her life. And I'm very, very happy for her. Hopefully, with what the Army is going to give her back, she can find herself. If she can set the example and find herself, maybe I can take a step back and find myself as well. Y'all be good, all right? Peace.